Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. In this video I've got a bunch of content for you, mostly stemming from Hodor's latest blog on Ripple, XRP, and other developers building right on top of the beautiful and sexy XRP ledger. I'm also going to be covering for you a little piece which surprisingly states, and it's from what was it, the Bitcoin website here? I'll just read the title. Yeah, newsbtc.com, which is why the title kind of surprised me. It's titled, Ripple Price XRP Could Recover While Bitcoin and Ethereum Facing Hurdles. How about that? I'll be gosh darned. Before we get going, though, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, my friend, you're in the right place. Go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel if you don't hate yourself. Alright, into the content now. Here is a tweet from Hodor. The use case is still king, and there is one digital asset positioned for globally scoped levels of usage and transactions. Learn more and find out my take on all the latest news affecting XRP in today's blog. And again, as usual, this is way too long for me to read everything. But there are select portions of this that I do want to cover with you and share my thoughts on with. Let me start from the top. He is such a good writer. The way that he articulates the concepts floating around in his head, it's just a beautiful thing here. So check this out. This is the way he opens the piece. If you trade crypto, you know by now that speculative demand far outmatches the demand from utility for the moment. When we look at the latest XRapid volumes, they are detectable, yes, and they are increasingly rapidly, yes, but even so, the demand from XRapid's utility is still far outweighed by the irrationality of the crypto market. The ups and downs of the daily trading cycle tend to absorb the emotions of most traders, so it's worth asking yourself at different points, what do you believe in? Do you believe in the use cases for XRP? You should. XRP is currently used as a bridge asset for cross-border transactions, and developers within the XRP community have created graphics to demonstrate how much liquidity is increasing at XRapid exchange partners. And the graphic he's got on his screen, I actually have previously shared this in a video. Conceptually, though, I'll tell you, what I really like, Hodor really gets the big picture stuff, real super sharp guy, of course. But he understands, and it's my entire investment thesis, but he certainly understands that utility is what will win the day. And I'm going to keep beating that into your heads. Okay, don't buy or sell anything because of me. But what I'm saying is, conceptually, I want you to understand just how important I particularly think that this is. Because as beautiful and incredible as blockchain technology is, as much as we are into cryptocurrency and specifically the digital asset known as XRP, without genuine real-world use, the technology, it's nothing more than a glorified tech demo. But it is more than that. It's substantially more than that. You can have businesses run on this technology that otherwise would not be capable of existing. And it's not just because of blockchain technology. It's because of the cryptocurrencies attached to specific blockchains. Of course, the one that we're all excited about is XRP. For a good reason. It's the only cryptocurrency to be used in the commercial production of anything. That's it. So Hodor continues here. The other use cases are also beginning to be felt. Coil is methodically building a steady and growing list of customers and is improving its service week after week. And recently, Cinnamon announced that they'd opened their doors for an initial rollout of their video streaming service. And the founder of Forte was recently quoted talking about connecting dozens of game developers with their platform for using XRP for virtual game trading. The name of this use case is micropayments, and it will eventually transform the entire planet's payments infrastructure, along with enabling technologies like Interledger. The use case will win, no matter how raw the speculative emotion is in the crypto market. Keep your eye on the one digital asset positioned for fast and easy utility by end users. Only one digital asset has all the characteristics and features needed for an effective base layer network XRP. And here's the reason that it's fundamentally important. The reason that utility really matters, it changes the way in which people buy, sell, and hold. And I'm a perfect example. This is an anecdotal instance because I'm just one person, but I am seeing that there's real utility. That gives me confidence in the platform. I will hold, despite volatility as it pertains to price. There are a bunch of other people out there that are buying and selling, and it's based on emotion. A lot of people do panic sell when there are drops. I just choose to not participate on that. In that, I'm absolutely not going to participate in that nonsense. But I'm not the only one. You know, there was a recent survey showing that 94% of XRP holders are actually hodlers. They're holding for the long term. And the reason that so many people that hold XRP have this level of confidence is because there's real world utility. And so what I'm trying to make clear here is that people are behaving differently today as a result of this. Even if most people are still buying and selling based on emotion, fine. More and more people are going to learn the things that you and I know. And my theory, I believe it to be the case now, and I believe it's just becoming more and more true the more time passes. As more people find out what you and I already know about XRP and how it's actually being used in the real world, more people, when they find out about it, will buy and will hold. And that has been happening. It's just an entirely new asset class, and that's why it's so exciting to me that we're in so early, because most people on the planet don't know about Bitcoin and certainly don't know about XRP. So I am thrilled to be involved this early on. All right, let me jump down to the next piece here. I think the next one I wanted to cover, SendPay. Check this out. SendPay with an X, XENDPAY. On April 3rd of this year, SendPay announced that they teamed up with Ripple for a specific corridor, that of the Philippines. And here's a tweet from then. Send up to £4,000 to the Philippines and pay no SendPay transfer fees. T&Cs apply. Again, that's April 3rd, 2019. SendPay was established in 2005 and is a Nigerian-focused remittance business headquartered in the UK. It processes internal payments for over 80 countries. When pressed about the specific solutions that they used, the company acknowledged that they are currently using XCurrent, but were open to the possibility of using XRapid in the future. Which is great. It's nice that they acknowledge it. I mean, we already know this to be true. Any XCurrent customer is a potential XRapid customer in the future. And as there is more liquidity and as the tracks get laid in various corridors, that's when you're going to see more people jump on and utilize XRapid technology in conjunction with XCurrent. So it all takes time. So, understand that a lot of the businesses that would like to use XRapid right now, they need the ecosystem to develop it if they're operating in corridors where there just really isn't access. Because think about it, you need the pools of liquidity, and so if you don't have XRapid enabled exchanges in every country around the world, well, you've got problems there already. And so Ripple's working on it, they are building this out, but that's a big part of the reason that you don't just see everybody just be like, yes, XRapid is amazing, use it today. These things take time, boys and girls. But anyway, and then he writes, while not XRapid, the company also announced recently on August 8th that they'd be expanding the use of Ripple technology to payments processed for Nigeria. So here's a tweet from August 8th this year. Guess who's teamed up with Ripple? And this is from SendPay. Guess who's teamed up with Ripple for cheaper, faster payments to Nigeria? We have speed, low-cost security. The company was excited about their integration with Ripple and indicated that they also process payments through the new service for other countries as well, including Kenya. SendPay is a popular modern payments company focused on Africa. Its integration with Ripple is a very positive development because most of the high-profile announcements about new RippleNet members have been centered around other geographic areas of the globe. Now, there's a piece in here that I'd like to cover, but I decided I just need to make an entire separate video for this. Hodor covers Forte and XRP used in the world of video games. And this is something I did touch on first part of this year when there was the original announcement about this. I'm sure that pretty much nobody listening to this video right now heard my thoughts on this at all, and I didn't cover it in depth. The reason that I say probably nobody's heard it just about at all is because back then I probably had like 100 subscribers earlier this year. So I'm guessing that pretty much none of you heard my thoughts on it, but I was really brief with it anyway, and there's new news. So rather than cover that in this video, even though Hodor talked about it, I am going to have a separate video on this topic, along with a few other topics that I'll select as well. But let me move on to something that I found genuinely fascinating. Check this out. This is about Coil News in the Hodor blog here. One of the most promising new businesses to integrate with Coil technology is the Cinnamon video hosting service and website. Cinnamon is a new video hosting platform akin to Vimeo, BitChute, or Dailymotion, all other alternatives to YouTube. It was created by an independent team that aims to integrate directly with Coil's web monetization technology. I covered their initial plan and service description in a blog on May 16th of this year. In May, the team indicated that they were working towards what they termed a minimum viable product, which was something a little less than a full beta release. On August 8th, the company announced that they were ready for public-facing testing. Here's the tweet they put out then. Early access is here. We are currently testing our platform exclusively with content creators, so if you know any that would like to join the fun, let us know. The team was kind enough to approve early access for me, and I logged in to take a look around myself. The site was intuitive, easy, and most important, fun. There will be many people very soon that will be spending hours watching cat videos on Cinnamon. I love that. When I first read that, I had to laugh. That was good. You gotta watch your cat videos and your goat videos and whatever else. Or just cute puppy videos. Those are good too. All right. One question I asked the team was about the recent demonetization of dozens of gray area YouTubers that tend to post videos that are controversial. The subject is not an easy one, however, and Cinnamon indicated that it couldn't comment yet on topics pertaining to content moderation, but offered this high-level statement. We definitely want to fight for creator rights, and we are not happy with the current situation on YouTube. The company indicated that they consider this release a soft release of the platform. The site is still technically private, and the goal is to test out the platform prior to a public release. My take? Cinnamon is out-of-the-box new, and based off of what I've seen already, I foresee that it will quickly build a large collection of content. The key to growth will be to support low-latency streaming and sharing, and to follow through on having an effective and easy platform for content creators. But most of all, if it works and the content creators are rewarded fairly, this application will be faced with enormous and fast growth along with the logistical challenges that go with it. Kudos to the entire team at Cinnamon, and good luck as they plan out their next steps. All right, and I'll tell you, anybody that's building, anything on top of the XRP ledger, I would love for them to succeed. I don't care what you're doing, as long as it's not illegal. I want you to have success. So that's how I feel about that anyway. All right, XRP news. Oh yeah, yes, I did want to cover that part. Okay, check out this heading. Anybody can run an XRP node. The XRP ledger is a permissionless, decentralized network where everybody is welcome to run an XRP validator or even a stock server to access the network. And within that large list of independent operators or of validators, there exists a small list of trusted validators that is known as the recommended UNL or unique node list. This list is comprised of validator operators that have demonstrated a commitment to consistent software and security maintenance, as well as long-term resiliency. And here's a tweet from @RabbitKickClub. Want to learn more about what I think makes our XRP/Ripple validator trustworthy? Check out rabbitkick.club/validator.html for information on our validator, as well as a list of properties I look for when determining how trustworthy other validators are. And if you're wondering where to look for information on these recommended UNL validators, you need look no further than a number of third-party sites that publish real-time information about each one. And there's a list right here that you can see on your screen, or feel free. I'm going to, of course, link below so you can check that out too. And, so the community-based XRP detection and reporting. And this is going to be, guys, I think this is going to be particularly important. There are a lot of people approaching this in different ways, but we got to be able to find a way to differentiate between just speculative buying and selling of XRP and real-world utility of XRP via XRapid technology. And there are ways to do that, thankfully. Because it comes down to me, for like I keep saying, my entire investment thesis is that utility will win the day. And since there's genuine adoption here, I want to be able to track it. And there are those out there doing it. One of the ways that I've reported on in the past is by sharing posts with you from XRP community member Galgatron, who fairly regularly will update remittances. The one that I always like to take a look at is United States dollar size from $10 up to I think 500 is the range that you look at, because that's the range where you'd expect to see transactions from traditional remittance companies, in particular in the corridors that you see United States to Philippines, United States to Mexico. So there are ways to track that, and there are other fun metrics to look at, like account openings, which I'm always happy to share with you, which just keep going up. So check this out. One of the most fascinating XRP-related blogs I've read is the investigative journey that at HMATEJX, Twitter avatar, undertook when he endeavored to determine if he could successfully identify XRapid traffic at Ripple's partner exchanges. The title of the blog was XRapid Separating Signal from Background, published on February 23rd, 2019. Now, months later, he's decided to develop a tool whose sole purpose is to automatically track XRapid payments. This is awesome stuff. So here's the tweet from HMX. Automatic detection of XRapid transactions from Bitstamp USD to Bitso MXN coming soon. The tweet was greeted with enthusiasm by the community as he fielded multiple suggestions for how to go about accessing the data and presenting it. Based on the feedback, he's bringing the project back under wraps for the time being and will let the public know when he's made a decision on what form it will take. I think that's the most cool thing, because we need. I hope it works. I appreciate it. Nonetheless, this is why the XRP community is so freaking cool. So many people are just doing what they can to participate and add value to the entire space. So I think it's awesome, and we do need this. And so I wish that I were enough of a tech geek that I knew how to do coding and stuff like that, and could write software. But that's not so much me. I don't like the maths. No, thank you. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, XRP Validator hosting. I want to cover this part too. One business is looking to offer hosting services for those that aim to run their own XRP Validator. And by the way, guys, I had completely missed this one. It was from August 7th, so it's not that old, but this is, unless I completely missed it, this is the first I've seen of this, so I'm glad I'm not the only source that's trying to, pile up the news and share it on a regular basis anyway, because I guess I can't catch everything. But anyway, the company's name is Blockdaemon, and it offers a variety of blockchain services for a variety of cryptographic networks. Blockdaemon has offices in both Los Angeles and Ireland. On August 7th, the company's official Twitter account announced that they would create and run XRP nodes on demand for customers. Live in-app, quick and easy development for the Ripple XRP ledger. Launch nodes on demand and start working on your tasks immediately. Participate in the Internet of Value and take advantage of the rich ecosystem of tools available to XRP devs. That's awesome. Further information on the company's official website elaborated on their new service for XRP. And here's a quote now. Blockdaemon brings you a quick and easy deployment for the XRP ledger. You can launch nodes on demand from the app and start working on your tasks immediately. Additional nodes can be added easily, and high-spec validator nodes are available to enterprise customers. Blockdaemon offers multiple options for node operators. Non-validating stock nodes are available off the shelf in the Blockdaemon app whenever you want to launch one. Blockdaemon also offers validator nodes actively participate in network consensus and help the protocol to function. From a high-level perspective, it's great to see new companies and services like Blockdaemon become more prevalent, as it indicates that blockchain technology is beginning to establish its own market. My guess is that some of the larger consulting companies will also begin to get in on the action when it comes to server configuration and hosting. And I like this, and obviously I've covered a fair bit on this channel as it pertains to the increased implementation of XRP ledger validators. Thankfully, you can either like or not like the way in which it was approached, but Tiffany Hayden really got the community moving, and there have been a launch of a number of notable validators recently, including there was Omni, there was Coinfield, Canadian Exchange, who else? BitTrue. So there's just a few off the top of my head. But hey, things are always progressing here. Down here, and then I'll just read this little piece. This is how he closes out the blog. If you believe that the utility of a resource is more important than speculation, then you should own XRP. The use case for a digital asset is far more important long-term than a white paper espousing the potential of a new network. XRP's ecosystem of applications, businesses, tools, and developers is massive and growing, and banks and remittance processors are beginning to use it more and more. It's wise to acknowledge the pivotal importance of utility and long-term price discovery, and those in the XRP community know, even now, that the choice is easy. To stay apprised of the latest XRP news and developments, make sure to subscribe to my blog on Coil, and remember to support others in the XRP community. And you should subscribe to Hodor's blog. I'll keep covering it, but I don't cover, his blogs are so awesome, and I can't, they're so long, I can't reasonably cover everything he puts in them. So I encourage you to go back and check it out on your own if you have the time, though. So again, that's all linked below. I got this tweet from Mr. Crypto, tagged me and some others in it. What's everyone's intake on this headline? And this piece says, again, this is the one I cited at the beginning, titled, Ripple Price XRP Could Recover While Bitcoin and Ethereum Facing Hurdles. Now, I don't do, I'm not into price predictions, first of all, as you well know if you've watched at least a few of my videos. And I also don't know how to analyze charts. That's just not my shtick. I'm more of like a high-level type of guy. I like analyzing what's happening within the crypto asset class, the markets, from a fundamentals type of perspective, and I like learning about Ripple and XRP, all that good stuff. But when it comes to the speculative nature of investing in anything, whether it's this asset class or the stock market or whatever, I can't look at a chart and reasonably tell you what's going to happen, and if I attempted to do so, that would be rather disingenuous, and I respect my audience enough that I would never try to do that, so just going to be upfront on that always. So there are several bullet points I will share with you. I'll read them real quick, and then I will share with you my general thoughts on price action here as it pertains to XRP. So bullet point 1 of 4, Ripple price started an upside correction after trading to a new monthly low at 28 cents against the US dollar. 2, the price is trading above the 30-cent level with a few positive signs. 3, there was a break above a crucial bearish trend line with resistance near 29.9 cents on the hourly chart of the XRP/USD pair, data source from Kraken. And 4, the pair is likely to continue higher once it breaks the 30.6 cents to 30.75 cent resistance area. So I'm going to keep saying this too, and you may have heard me say this. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this is my answer. When it comes to the price action of XRP right now, it's absolutely moving in tandem with Bitcoin, and it has a delayed response. And that's the fascinating thing. I really do find this fascinating. While it's true that the asset class as a whole isn't willing to parse out in a meaningful way the differences between individual coins, some are, like you and I are, we're parsing them out. We invest in XRP for a reason, because of utility or whatever, right? I mean, for me, it's utility. But that's only so many of us. It's going to be a long time, I think, until the asset class as a whole is judged based on its merits and its actual adoption in the real world and utility. And so it's fascinating to me that XRP is the least correlated in terms of price action to Bitcoin, the least correlated to Bitcoin out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies. People are treating XRP differently. And I think a lot of it has to do with there's probably a core group of individuals like myself who just won't sell. We're just not going to sell. I'm not for a long, long, long time. And even then, when I sell some one day, finally, far, far off into the future, I'm never going to sell all of it because I have too much fun with this. I enjoy following. Part of the reason that I have so much fun following this on a daily basis and making these videos and sharing everything that I learned with all of you is because I have skin in the game. And if I didn't, I don't think it would be as fun for me, to be perfectly honest. So for that reason alone, I'm never going to sell all of it. It's not about that. And also for me, XRP is not my retirement strategy. If it is for you, go for it. If that's your thing, I don't judge you positively or negatively for that. Everybody's got their own desired outcome for it. For me, I'm relying on all sorts of other aspects in my life to get me to where I want to be retirement-wise, and I'm only 36, so I don't need to retire anytime soon. But I'm not counting on XRP. That said, if XRP ends up being as big as I think it might be, that in and of itself could be enough for retirement anyway. So again, not counting on it, but who knows? Let's just see what happens here. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!